and was not the biggest influence on me as a musician, but he became the biggest influence on me as a creative person, and certainly on Kula Shaker. He's our patron saint. He wasn't just a musician, he had put himself completely into what he stood for, into his music. And he had come out of the 60s with he had unashamedly and with a very brave spirit, he'd kind of held up a flag and said, well, I'm going to go this direction. I'm going to take the spiritual route. George Harrison and Ravi Shankar together kind of became the ambassadors of Indian culture to the rest of the world. George, especially as a kind of a spiritual ambassador, and Ravi as the sort of creative, artistic ambassador.
Kula Shaker still feel that they are on a mystical journey, which they continue to explore in their new material.
You never want to force it, you never want to calculate it, say, oh, now we're going to do the Indian number, Kula Shaker, where's their Indian number, oh, and kind of approach it that way. If you really get into Indian music, it will affect you, everything you do. So even if you're playing a different style, there's experiences that you've had listening to music that will stay with you.
You can hypnotize me with a glance. You're the thief to steal away my heart. I wish I could trust you, but your crooked smile dances on a serpent for your lover's eyes. Be merciful to me, I'm so long waiting. Be merciful to me, 'cause you are all I know.
Be merciful, it's about love, but it's the idea that actually love's quite a scary thing, really. If you're prepared to love or be loved, you have to have some kind of trust, and you have to have some belief that there is that quality, the mercy in that person or that thing that you're seeking.
Dances on a serpent for your lover's eyes. Be merciful to me, 'cause I'm so long waiting. Be merciful to me, 'cause you are all I know.
I do like it when there's more than one level of meaning on a song, and George Harrison often did that. I mean, if he sang a love song, there was usually another type of love or spiritual love.
Kula Shaker's debut album, K, had been hugely successful, and the pressure was on to live up to the label's expectations.
If a band does well on any album, then a record company will always, look at the next year and say, well, we sold this much. This next year they've got their next album. We expect to sell this much. and they've all got shareholders and blah 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 and cash projections and everything. So they're all putting a lot of pressure on you. Hush was a big surprise. Hush was the interim single. This is how it was explained to us. Hey guys, I think you should do a single as a kind of a thank you to the fans. Alright, that sounds like a good idea. Why don't you do that number, Hush, that you've been playing live? You know, it'll just keep things ticking over while you work on the second album. So we did, and it was a huge hit, and never expected it. And it just goes to show, you know, you have no control over your life whatsoever.